is the rematch that you were talking
Number
about,
one.
right? Number one?
Number one. That's Kings Canyon. Right here, King Richie, along with Dizzy. We have to talk about Dizzy.
I cannot say enough of Mr. Million Damage Man. And, of course, Ninja. And, you know, Ninja and King Richard go back, way back together from the Fortnite days. They've set a lot of early records in Fortnite. I mean, I've been following King Richard for a long time. I mean, he was really awesome in the For Honor days. And I love seeing King Richard, you know, continue the grind, continue to grow his community. Part of NRG, just like Dizzy. And as you can see, Dizzy has that nice hand cannon. And the heirloom knife as well. So this is the champions of Twitch Rivals event, the first ever Apex Legends tournament. And this is, of course, this tournament, though. Let's see if they can repeat. It looks like right now, man, King Richard's going off.
Now, you got to remember, though, they won by 1 point. And so Huskerrs team, ultimately, because they had the most kills, actually walked away with the most money at the end of Twitch
They had the
Rivals.
most kills.
Because of the most kills bonus.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Chocotaco, Visions, and Huskerrs, they're going to beat some tough competition today up against Kings Canyon.
Of course, the Champions Arena knows Visions very well because Doc plays with him a lot. He's a Battle Royale veteran, comes from the H1Z1 days. And he is putting on a, you know, he knows that he could put up some big numbers. Right now, only has 2, so I'm expecting him to turn it on a little bit as we are on board here with King Richard, part of NRG. And then, man, he's already put in the work. He is the high kill leader right now with 7. Huskerrs is though right ahead of him in 10 right now at the moment.
Yeah, we kind of just hopped into just after the beginning of the match, and they were over at Artillery, and you know Artillery can be a very hot spot. And walking away with 7 kills, that is huge for them. Dizzy with the big donut, that's not something we're usually expecting.
Oh, he'll turn it on.
He's gonna turn it on. Just wait for it. Yeah.
This is a good combination. Come from King Richard, has the wingman and Peacekeeper, already has a precision choke, so we get to see the precision choke in action. And it looks like the makeup is actually Ninja is using Pathfinder, and so it's a Pathfinder, Wraith, and Bangalore. Let's see how they're gonna do. It looks like Ninja does see a call out right here.
They're going for the draft.
Again, they're opting to not use the Bloodhound here, but I think that's fine. The Bloodhound can be very useful, but I think with just using the using the balloons, you're gonna be able to spot out people. You're gonna be able to find people without using that ultimate coming out from the Bloodhound. Dizzy. Now, not to be outdone, getting 2 knocks so far. That's Scout doing so much damage.
Yeah, Ninja just basically overseeing way in the distance, using the G7 Scout. He's going to see a team in the bunker. This is what I was talking about with Ernie should have been doing with the Pathfinder. Being aggressive, just using the zip lines as much as possible. And it looks like Ninja wants the top of the roof. That's being at high ground on top of the roof is king.
He's just canceling it accidentally. Just stand still for a second. Okay. Maybe he's intentionally canceling.
Maybe he doesn't want it, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. The Pathfinder, which I've been talking about it, hopefully Ninja could use those angles. And I do like the G7 Scout. I have been seeing Ninja using the EVA 8 as well, so he could do some work. He could definitely do some work. And I know a part of him wants to put in the work himself, right? But he's getting team shot right now.
He only did 56 damage on that spray down with the R301. Has to back away. But Richie and Dizzy are here though to cover for him now. They are full health, but it's Ninja that's just getting tapped away from every single angle, every single which way. But here it is, Richie now up close, has to reload that Peacekeeper, but once it is reloaded, that Mirage is in some trouble. Oh, A-Tick, you gotta line these shots up, son. There we go. 30 damage to finish him off. They will be able to keep this alive.
Man, nice little dance right there. As they say, you don't pick the ballroom, you just dance. And that's a great dance right there. King Richard getting the job done with the Peacekeeper, adding more points on the board. Of course, this is in the winner's bracket second round right now. Opening matchup between Team Money?
Reed's Money Team.
Reed's Money Team, there it is.
And Kings Canyon, we have on the team right here.
Dizzy getting more knocks, gets 2 right on the board. On board with Ninja, of course, using that Scout.
Closer, Dizzy to your northeast.
All out says another team is there. A lot of people coming in from the circle right now, and so they're able to just capitalize on that. And this is still the first circle. That's why Ninja's just looting out here freely. He's going to be able to pick up a level 3 armor. He's got 200 HP now, a blue stock, and even meds and the shield batteries.
Yeah, that's some good finds right now from Ninja as he's just absorbing this storm or this little ring right now, just eating it up right now. Has to loot a little bit faster. I think his backpack is really hurting him right now because there's a lot of good stuff. Has to be very selective. There you go, big
But
guy.
he's able to get the purple extended mag on that Spitfire.
Yeah, that's really good.
Swapping over from the R301.
Yeah, that's a good combo, man. The Spitfire is going to be able to handle anything up close, of course, and the G7 Scout is a semi-auto sniper, so it's going to do its work from a distance. And I really like the G7 Scout.
I just heard something spawn 53.
I think Ninja does here, so when he's going to use a zip line.
Are you sure?
Wait, no, it was a nade, like bridges. Like, it was an
So
explosion.
Dizzy, they're trying to find out where they want to go next. Currently, so far, this first game, they've already gone 10, 3, and 6. That's 19 between the three of them.
The point I want to talk about is, like, Ninja's a competitor. Ninja wants to, not only win, but he wants to put in the work for the W. Dizzy, what they had to do in that kill race, Dizzy had to take off by himself to slay out, and King Richard and Ninja stuck together, and that was their strategy, and it worked. As a team, they were able to get the win in Twitch Rivals. Here, I know Ninja wants to do the work, and Ninja wants to put in the points as well. He wants to say, hey, I was a big factor as well, rather than, just on the side. So I'm expecting big things from Ninja this tournament today. Look at this flank. Look at this flank.
He's just pushing onto that high ground by himself, using that zip line, and he's able to get some nades in.
This
no
is the
damage
angles.
quite yet, but yeah, this is a beautiful angle here, and a lot of people don't expect all these holes in the roofs of these buildings, but he drops down into a 2v1.
Yeah, it was a little too early of a drop from Ninja right there, and he goes down, but he's able to go right back down to the bottom. That's what I'm saying. I've noticed a lot of people leave the high ground, and I know that Ninja knows that. He should have stayed on top of the roof just for a little bit longer until he knew what was going down, and Ninja goes down, and as you can see, Dizzy's on point right up there, hopefully clean up, but it looks like Ninja's going to get thirsted, and out goes Ninja. They push right on top of it, on board here with Dizzy, coming down with that Spitfire from the tops.
Got the R301 to try and finish it off, but isn't able to get all the damage quite yet. There we go. Instant 180. Great transfer onto the next target, cleaning that up, recovers the beacon, and he's quickly on his way to that respawn point.
I noticed that, man. That was some nice work. That 180 and that nice crouch right in that battle right there. Able to get the turnaround, and the good thing is the beacon's close, so Ninja could recover all of his gear. One thing I don't know if any of the Apex Legends developers out there, but it'd be really nice if you had the ability to say pick up all, make it longer, like make it like a 20-second. But I just want to be able to pick up my entire death box. Yeah. I'm talking about your own death box, because man, going through that thing and clicking everything all over again could be very, very crazy, especially in a
your scroll wheel and left mouse button are getting a workout there.
Yeah. Please give me my index finger a break in that situation right there. Especially when there's bullets flying all over the place, and maybe a mortar strike coming down or rolling thunder. But on board, sticking on board with Dizzy and his team, Kings Canyon is fully kitted out with those purple shields. Whew. They're gonna be sitting very pretty right now. But Huskerrs, no, don't sleep on Huskerrs. 13, doing very well for himself on the other side of the board. This is round 2, game 1. This is the way it works. Every kill is 1 point. Every win is 8. 3 maps per round. It's getting spicy. Oh my
They got the Kraber. You saw no hesitation coming up from Dizzy there.
Man.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and pick up that Kraber. He dropped it for the 301. He's already got the Spitfire. That's a quick and easy decision to make now.
I agree what's happening in the chat. Don't sleep on King Richard. King Richard is fragging out as well. And we talked about it. You said, what, Dizzy had like 0? Now he has 10?
Yeah.
It's just like that, man. He caught fire, and he has a 50 cal in his back pocket. He has a very strong kit. King Richard leading the charge right now. On board with King Richard, does have a digital threat. He's going to be able to see through the smoke, which is a great combination to have for Bangalore. If you have a Bangalore on your squad, give him the digital threat, because he's going to be able to see through the smoke, or she's going to be able to see through the smoke.
Yeah, I mean, Bangalore.
Dizzy got 2-piece?
You got to remember, 125 body damage with the Kraber. And 200 plus.
Put that clip on Twitter,
head
Dizzy, please.
200 plus damage depending upon the helmet that they're wearing. But it could be 250, right, if they got nothing on at all. And that is just going to finish off anybody.
Yeah, Bangalore is just insane, too. I mean, I love using her, and I know that's why King Richard... I'm always interested, like, why doesn't Doc pick her up? I understand that his team is makeup that I think Viss runs Bangalore, so it'd be interesting to see if maybe Doc in the future switches off Wraith. I know it's for me. I don't know if it fits his playstyle, knowing how aggressive he likes to be, because Wraith is great for flanking. It is, but I think her Void Walk could be a little bit better. it could be a little bit better.
Yeah.
I mean, it could pop a little bit faster.
Just
maybe
a little bit, yeah.
Maybe they could run a little bit
Yeah, so
faster.
because
That blue
I'm just gonna
streak
spot, I have a Kraber.
is
should
very,
have, like,
very,
9
very
kills,
strong,
right?
and we are just getting
13.
word that
13?
Chocotaco's
Oh
team
my God, what a
did
game.
get
What
the
about you
dub,
guys?
so
What
the kill count is accurate, so I
big
believe that's going to be like
game. Let's
34
go.
points according to how it all shakes out. So there's the scoreboard right there. Jamerson,
Yeah.
I mean, good thing is
34 to
we're not on
23, now
timer.
35 to
Not on timer
23,
this time, bro.
but I think Team Ninja, Team King Canyon here is going to get the dub pretty dang easily.
It's the
mean,
last
I
few
prefer
squads
the
remaining
third
for them,
place,
so they
but
can, you know, we're not taking into account if they, oh, excuse me, one squad left for them. So there's a possible 11 points here, so they can keep it pretty darn even. It's 35 over on Huskerrs,
I really don't know,
Husker,
yeah.
Chocotaco, and Vision's side.
Probably
And this is going to be a close match. Remember, this is round 2, game number 1 between these two
on
teams.
me?
So this is just the beginning.
I'm going to see something magical right here. Dizzy
Yeah,
says someone's
yeah.
right on him. Let's stick on board with
They're in the
Dizzy.
building.
And he
They're
has
looking
that
at
50
the dead
cal.
bodies.
I'm expecting something magical.
Where we just killed those guys?
Oh, he spotted that one. It's going to be the lifeline. 187. That is going to be the kill
That's
as
a-
he finishes him off with that Spitfire. Man, that was absolutely damaged.
More magic!
125.
Give
Oh,
him that
man.
more magic. Hit him with that 187
I'm
murder
expecting
code right
Sky
there,
to
man.
pick
Murder, death, kill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That murder,
MDK.
death, kill, dude. Dude, that knockdown is just...
He even gets, he even does the entire 750 damage on that down shield too. That's the Spitfire. This Spitfire is nuts.
Why?
Oh!
Why would you challenge? You
Why?
just got cracked, and then you get cracked again for 200.
He's like, I only took 125 body. I'm fine.
Nice.
I'm
That's really
okay.
good.
I'm
Really
gonna go
good.
ahead and peek again.
I'm
Get 200 to the head, to the dome.
I told you, man. Magic. Magic was happening, and magic did happen.
Now they do pick up the last squad.
15, 2,422. So
Someone
you
told
got
me, like, I
28
got
squad
35,
kills
so
plus
that's
8
huge.
points. That's a 34-point round.
That's a lot. It's a lot. And I think now they do actually take the lead by 1 point. By
Yeah.
1 point? It's still at 1 point
Yep.
difference, but it's still in favor of
Well,
Kings Canyon.
it may be a 1-point difference, but
It's like a theme.
the swag points is off the charts for
Yeah.
Dizzy, though, man.
Pick up that Kraber. He got 4 kills with it.
Man, I would have hit the ground and I would have missed. But that thing has a high velocity, so you don't need to do not a lot. The bullet drop in the Apex Legends is pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
But there is ways that they're so smart with the scope. If you guys don't know, if you're out there, I'm seeing the chat saying the accuracy is insane. They make it look easy. But if you have the scope, you see the meters on the right side. They give you the meter drop, and then you use the notch, to 200 meter to 2, 3, 4, and so on. So that way you can get those good dome shots. But man,
Yeah.
the Dizzy just got the high ground and just went to work, Jamerson.
I mean, I didn't know that about the squad, like, about the snipers up until about 4 or 5 days ago.
oh yeah, when they
'cause-
tweeted out,
yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Shout out to those Apex developers for helping us out. Yeah.
No, also, a quick tip is that if you don't have those scopes that give you just the information there, it's as simple as pinging something and then looking at the distance of your ping. You can just use that right there. So, like, if you have, like, a 3x variable or something, right?
Yeah, you're opening up my mind right
yeah,
here, man.
you just go ahead and ping whatever your target is. It'll tell you the distance of it, and then you just go ahead and correct for yourself.
Yeah.
So you don't even need that tool there. You have all the tools used just right at your hands to be able to do that.
See, you didn't know that you also get tips here, but we are also
Yeah.
going to get more action. So let's jump into the next match here, ladies and gentlemen, here at Code Red Apex Legends here at the Esports
we
Arena
remote out
Hub,
here,
twitch.tv/esports arena, on board with Huskerrs, Visions,
was on
and
the
Chocotaco in their
also
other
keep
matchup.
on that.
Again, the way this works
Those
is each
buildings.
of these teams play their own map.
Would just rotate north
I
to airbase
doubt
and-
they'll be in the same map, but it'd be really cool if it happens. They'll play their own map. They have 3 maps to get the most kills as most as possible. If they get a win, they get 8 on top of that as a bonus. So, it's a little bit of the RNG. Is in fact, we talked about it earlier with Team Goldie having, or Team Mike and Yikes not having a big
left
meaty
side.
lobby. So we'll see what
here
Chocotaco,
too,
Visions,
close.
and Huskerrs can do. I have a quick question, Jeremy. Have you ever had a Chocotaco?
I have.
Oh my goodness. sir.
LA born and raised. I had to have one. Come on.
Huskers getting a nice down with the wingman here in Thunderdome. Each looks like everybody on the squad is rocking a wingman, so they're going to be putting on some lot of heavy hits, meaty 45 body hits. And Huskers, dude, gets already a nice illumination on board here with Chocotaco.
Yeah, they quickly moved, it looked like, from
scared. As soon as a
Skulltown
peacekeeper, I
over
kinda panicked, dude.
to
It's so scary.
the Thunderdome. And I honestly love this area. Again, high loot, great loot, and just a lot of fun fights in general. And the rotations that you get to make out of it, it's just a lot of fun to play in this. It's probably my favorite drop in the entire game.
And the name itself is awesome.
The Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome.
I think there's a Master Blaster that actually runs around. I never played Titanfall or Titanfall 2, so I don't know if this is like a call out to like Mad Max or what.
Oh, probably for sure. I mean, Thunderdome, of course. That's some nice spray fire. Looks like the wingman's going in, and this Bloodhound is just staying a little bit too still and gets finished, cleaned up.
Huskerrs able to get away with that Q.
Yeah, 20 HP, so has to get a little bit of distance here. Gonna
Drop
pop a full battery. That's gonna be able to replenish his purple armor.
And Visions has gone down, so
Vision's
it looks
down.
like it might be a 2v1 right now. As Chocotaco
Oh,
trying to get onto this high ground, but it
he's
doesn't
so
matter.
nice.
Huskerrs!
Huskerrs with that quick dance right there, moving that mouse pad left to right, able to shake those bullets off and getting the work done with the wingman. And they're gonna have to get. Looks like Vision's gonna get rest. It's all good.
Yeah.
All good.
All right, let's go.
All good. I love it, man. This is some good work, man. Huskerrs as well has
He's
been
just raring to
slaying.
go. Look, he's
at
like
his slaying, dude. He is putting up monster numbers today. He understands he has to do this going against Dizzy. Yes,
Thank you,
Dizzy has been
guys.
slaying it out, and I like that. Chat, his
reason I
chat
got a
is hype
huge
about that movement. I love it.
Influx of viewers. So
You saw in the first
thank
game,
you guys
Huskerrs,
for all the follows.
he logged 21 kills
Yep.
in that first game. He killed a third of the lobby by himself.
Yep.
Welcome to the
And that's
stream.
what we're expecting. And you know what?
Yeah,
If someone's
I'm
going
just
to break,
gonna run,
if
north.
anything's going to happen
Pretty
like
sure
about
people
breaking the squad record, it's going to happen in this match, I feel.
I feel like it. I feel like in every Code Red Boom tournament, something happens.
Yeah.
Someone breaks a record. I mean, we had the other record broken at Blackout. Remember, someone broke a record of that right then and there. So it could happen here today. I mean, 60 people are out in the lab. More and more people are playing this game. So what did you call those people that are brand new players? The
FNGs.
The FNGs. So all those people are going to be out and about. And, there is the debate online. Huskerrs is pretty solid. I mean, Huskerrs is
I think they all rotated
could be
like,
better than Dizzy. That's what I like about it. We get to
Cascades and
see
whatever this area is
here
called.
on Code Red at the Esports Arena Hub here at the Esports, twitch.tv/esports. We get to see Huskerrs on the main stage here.
I'm fairly certain that Huskerrs has matched the squad kill record, 41, with a different squad. Not with Chocotaco and Visions, but just during his streams. And, he has been grinding the hell out of this game, just like everyone
Dude,
else
thank you
for
for
the
the
last
gifted
week
sub
and a
from
half
Bonnie
now.
UFO.
And so
Appreciate that.
that's why I'm saying there's a huge potential
no,
here
dude, you're alone.
for them to actually break the record. So now they're
Yeah, I mean,
finding
we'll take this
their way over here. Over looks like at Cascades
we
now.
can meet up with you.
It's a very interesting strategy right now. They're actually splitting up. As we're going to take a look at the three-man view right now, they're all split up right now. They do have the lead
I can
on
catch up
Kings
with you.
Canyon.
If you want to try to like
of course,
third
they're
person
in their
them alone.
second match. They're a little bit further along, but this is what's interesting. We've seen a different kind of this tournament in terms of the battle royale. Some teams stick together,
Alright, I'm getting
some guys
closer.
split apart. But I think this format, in terms of Apex Legends, you could split up a little bit more. I mean, if you very confident what
Okay,
you want to
running
do.
right now.
If you're running the right, if you're running like the
the
right legend,
legend, right? Bang,
So-
Yeah, dude, just go
Bangalore
for
can
it.
split up.
Wraith can split
Wraith
up.
could split up.
Yeah.
Lifeline, nope.
No.
Caustic, nope. Maybe Gibraltar could be by himself, but yeah, it's really rare that you see a team split. And as we do see a tie in the scoreboard, if you want to see the bracket, go to boom.tv/code red. And that's what there's always those rumors like they're gonna have duos and solos, and I'm just very curious what's gonna happen as you see Vision in a firefight right now, going to work, does get it down with his Peacekeeper. And he has Huskerrs right behind him, and Chocotaco is finally coming into the fray. But yeah, man, it'd be very interesting here how they're going to handle that, the solos and squads if that happens. What's going to happen to the Legends? What's going to happen to the Ultimates and Tacticals? All those kinds of things are interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's only been about a week and a half since the first, since launch until first patch. And
Yeah,
you know
I know.
what? They were a bit conservative with it, right? 1 second decrease on the duration of Bloodhound's ultimate, but they also added the indicator onto the Arc Stars. A lot of people thought maybe the Arc Stars,
dude, we
the
rotated
first
the
few
wrong
days, a lot of
way.
people thought the Arc Stars were a little bit garbage,
Yeah.
and then they figured out that it's actually
Very
ridiculously
because
strong.
you could chunk those things very
Yeah.
far. So these guys are coming off from runoff
yeah,
and heading
also,
towards
if
right
any
towards
of you guys in the
bunker.
chat are
They
wondering
might have
how
to
I
cross
do
in.
the,
They're
like,
very far
balloon
away
rocket
from the circle, but they're
boosting
going to be able to make it as we talk about the deploys. But
I have a commander in the
you're
chat
going to see
that
all these
links
teams,
to, like,
what
a
I like to
clip
call
of
the
me explaining
in-between.
it.
They're hunting
Type
in the in-between.
exclamation mark fly in
They
the chat.
still have
Should
plenty
give
of
you
time
that.
to get
Yeah, they
in.
have
They've
plenty
got
of
the
time.
balloons that they can use here.
For sure, absolutely.
Again, you'd never
I get
really
that
have to
question a
worry
lot,
about
so-
mobility and trying to outrun the ring at this point.
No, and the ring doesn't hurt that bad at all. As you could, if Huskerrs' view was a little bit down, you'll see what round 1, round 2 it is. I believe it's barely round 1, so look how big the ring is. And that's what's really cool about this Apex Legends is they give you a lot of information. What round you're in, how much time, and all those kinds of things is really nice. I guess when they invited all those influencers, the Battle Royale people out there to Respawn, they were able to give him a lot of feedback, and you could see that it's actually working. You know, there's some of the ideas that I've seen that Doc has been talking about, the champion banners, people knowing who's in the lobby, like the 100% supply pods, all those kinds of things, and the the certain balances of the gold weapons and the gold gold weapons only being in supply drops, like those kinds of things you can see that makes this Apex Legends very, very competitive.
And that's also cool, right? We talk about the gold weapons, either supply drops or in the hot zone, right? And if you know where the hot zone is and you know that like people are going to contest it, then you know what, that's pretty balanced. Like, hey, you have to fight and make your way out of this really difficult fight generally. Especially if the hot zone is like right along the flight path. If it's right along the flight path, you know half the server is going to drop right down onto it. And so you feel like you earned it, and you deserve that like gold prowler or whatever. Oh, he just catches someone AFK behind the box now.
What
and
a
he's
nice
got that
tracking,
along
brother.
with the R99 doing so much damage.
Chocotaco giving them the taco, baby. Look at this, some nice work right there. He gave him to get 2 down. He's going to use the smoke launcher just to get away, just to breathe, because he was down to 30, about 30 HP right there. But he did not end up getting kills though.
Oh my God.
So he only got knocks.
And he's here by himself, right?
Yeah,
he
he's
can't
by
rely
himself.
upon Visions or Huskerrs here to try and finish them off. As we look, Visions himself got into a little bit of trouble. He has to heal up now. And so even though Choco got these knocks, like you had said, he didn't convert onto points yet.
Yeah, he didn't make it, no points on the board. On board with Visions on the other side of things. As you mentioned, Visions in a fight himself here in Huskerrs. So Huskerrs and Visions are kind of tag teaming somebody here. On the bridge.
Playing at bridges can be very difficult.
Can be very difficult.
Even though it looks like you have the high ground, there's actually, more hill behind you. So you're now here down at this bridge. There's people that could rotate in and third-party you from that lookout area.
Yeah, that's up here. And, of course, the caves as well. Looks like that
good
Pathfinder
movement.
Woo!
That was a nice swing.
Swung right out of there like Batman. He got right out of that action.
Nice.
They're going to have to clean these kills up. And it looks like Vision's really low in health. Just taking a look at the thing, and Huskerrs and Vision's able to complete that kill on Runky.
Yeah, it looks like the rest of the server might actually just be here, fighting on the river now.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot of fire, but it's not directed at any of them.
No. I wonder if Chocotaco could go ahead and clean that up. Visions does get another knock on the board. On board back with Choco. Yeah. He's way over there in Cascades, man. Cascades is one of my favorite places to land. I mean, you have to deal with, of course, the bunker if you have to move down south. But it's very nice. Nice knock right there from Huskerrs. And here comes the rest of the lobby, man. They're rotating rotating in from the market side and rotating in from water treatment,
I mean, you see it right there. That is the edge of the ring. That's where it's going to close up. And so people are making their way through there. And they're just funneling their way into the iron sights of Huskerrs and Visions right now.
This Pathfinder has no idea that Huskerrs is right there going to work, gets the elimination.
He doesn't have the movement this time. He gets spotted out. He gets taken out. That wingman just putting in the work right now.
Very methodical, man. Methodical work right now from wingman. I think Chocotaco now is finally is still a ways away all in the Cascade, so it's all up to Visions and Huskerrs just to clean this out, man. Some gross work here with the wingman, man.
Now, Chocotaco is still in that fight, by the way. I don't think he's actually secured anything quite yet. But I feel like with the amount of times that he's actually just like getting to these skirmishes, he might still actually lead in damage done. Because he's probably like poking at a squad by himself, doing damage to 3 of them, and then having to back away because he can't finish anyone off, and everyone's just resetting. But he's still getting like 400 damage off.
I agree with chat, man. Dirty wingman is just doing some dirty work. And here is that stalemate that we were talking about. Chocotaco and Cascades.
Fall back and run the zone.
There he is. He just decided, let me just reset here. Let these guys come to me. Let me get that high ground sitting right up there. Maybe Visions and Huskerrs could show up because
that's a lot of value, right?
It's a lot of value.
It's 2 squads remaining. That's one of them, and he's effectively removed a lot of their excess healing. So that's a lot of batteries.
Maybe
and a lot of
some
medkits gone.
Shattered some armor there, and he did get a couple knocks. So, and this is what he wants to do. That's why it's important. Even though you get a hit in, you said so yourself. You want to make them use up their heals and shields, and the way the looting can go, could be very scarce. And considering backpacks and things like that are a big factor. Looks like that zipline. Oh yeah, that's a nice work. Visions gets a knock on the top right, and that Pathfinder, that is a new zipline.
That was a solo.
Yeah, that was.
So now this is the final squad.
Yeah. Pathfinder, goodbye, brother.
He actually got a shield battery off, or a shield cell there.
This is very quick work. He might have. Ooh. The thing is that the Pathfinder popped a zip line, but Chocotaco is just going to smother this out real quick.
Yeah, the passive just allows him to hold W on
There
him.
it is.
He's going to finish
I
it off.
really
That
struggle
duo
with
that
that.
he's been in a
Holy
fight
wait.
with for the past 5
Out of
minutes or
sight,
so,
this
he
thing
will
is much harder than
finally
out of sight 'cause
finish
the
them off.
default is, like,
Let's
pretty
take a
good.
look at the scoreline now. So on the other side, for Kings Canyon, Ninja with 5, Richie at 11. That's 16 plus the 25 of Dizzy. That puts them 41?
I told you, man, math is not my strong suit. But that's
41.
That's 28 points in
Dude, there
that
were
match. I
15
could do
teams,
that
and
math,
then it went
20
down to
plus
10
8.
when we couldn't find
But
anyone.
this is a
About
good
9 or
toe-to-toe
something.
battle here in the second round of the winners bracket. As you said, the rematch, the Kings Canyon had 420 points, and this team had 419 points. They did walk away with the
bang it
most
out
money in
here.
the previous tournament here. Let's go back to Kings Canyon
wow.
here. Ninja, King Richard, and Dizzy.
Oh,
It's a very, very close match here. This is their second match.
I'm almost
We are still separated. Okay, there we go. With
Dizzy
the
getting
update,
2 knocks.
47 to 41 as
Dizzy
we get
getting-
into the third round.
A squad wipe, perhaps, Dizzy? Yes.
That's easy. He's got the wingman. That's all you need. Even what? He has a Kraber? He's got the Kraber now.
He only has 2 bullets, so I think he might drop it. No, he has
Champ
10.
over
Never
here,
mind.
though.
That guy's going to be able to slay out the entire lobby that's left.
So
4
it looks
squads
like
left.
this
for
is the end of the
himself.
second game for them.
Yeah, it's very the tail end. So even though the score is very close, Kings Canyon has the ability to add 8 points and, of course, more highlights. Man, that's some great work right now.
Dizzy's at 18 kills.
I-
He's got the Kraber and 3 squads left.
Disgusting. Gross.
Yeah, and he basically also, only
Not
two
safe
shots.
for work.
2 shots have been used by the Kraber so far, so he's basically at full ammo.
King
with
Richard
it.
using a digital threat, just facing this team fire with no fear. Oh, missing a couple of shots. Out goes the smoke launcher.
Yeah, I mean, he's Bangalore. He can just go ahead and back away with that. He's got the digital threat.
And he has Dizzy on his side.
He's trying to cover that res, but he's not able to actually get that.
The lifeline,
Get the
yeah,
angle
that's
for it.
Lifeline's passive right there, the ability to have the shields during the res. But, Dizzy is already on the flank. Out goes Rolling
He bought
Thunder.
time for Dizzy with
Oh,
the
this-
Kraber getting the knock. Oh, 1v1 up against that lifeline. He doesn't care that the devotion is training his sights on him. He will be able to clean that up. Dizzy able to
Blackjack.
get in, yeah.
Blackjack 21 in this round right now.
Yeah.
Last team, King Richard with the call out. Let's go ahead and listen to the comms for the last battle here.
He lit it from the airdrop. That thing will shred you.
The calm before the storm. Yeah. How can I stay quiet when Dizzy's putting on some good hits? Oh, oh my goodness.
You'll see.
Back-to-back champion wins with the 50 cal.
This is such a tight race right now, but in this second round, Richie and Ninja able to contribute a little bit more, and so now they are in the lead by more than 1 point. Going into the second round, remember, it was 1 point
38.
that differentiated both of these
Dizzy
guys.
just matched Chocotaco's output by himself. They got 20 squad kills. Dizzy got 22.
Yeah.
That team's gonna be a
He's a
tough out.
beast.
That team's gonna be a tough out wherever they go. The way they're finding loot, I mean, the RNG is on their side. Man, guys, this is some crazy. I'm Sancho West. This is Jet Set Jamerson, and we are in awe of what's happening right here in front of us.
This is the winners round 2, game number 2 between Kings Canyon Reed's money team. So
Right.
that's Ninja, King Richard, and Dizzy facing off against Huskerrs,
Chocotaco.
Chocotaco, and
Visions.
Visions.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be tough. I mean, Huskerrs is putting in the work. I mean,
He
he's
is.
trying to keep pace with Dizzy. Right
And he
now,
was up until the second game where Dizzy just went ham. He
Yeah.
just went ham there.
I mean, that's beyond ham, dude. That's like the whole hog, dude.
Yeah.
Even when-
It's like Christmas break.
yeah, it's all
dinner.
It's all crazy, man. We're gonna have to take a quick break just to take a breath from that, and we're gonna get more action here in Code Red Apex Legends. Man, good matchups, man. Good stuff.